Hello everyone, this is Yarn Therapy with Ruth. I am Ruth and yarn is my therapy. Today I'm going to show you how I am doing the 8-point Granny Star blanket by Fiber Spider for the make along with the Chelle Chronicles community, and I will link all of those videos and channels below. I was asked to show how I am doing it in my own way, because of course I always have to do my own thing. I am spiking the grannies and alternating the colors with the second row of the repeat being the darker colors, so that there is a lighter shade between each of the darker colors. And I did that not because I thought it was going to look cool, which it really does. I mean, it's kind of amazing the way that it looks. I think those look like little bat wings or angel wings on the decreases, and I'll show you how to do that. But it was mostly because I knew I was going to keep forgetting when I needed to do the decreases, and I figured it'd be easier if I always have a decrease above, you know, the dark brown. So anytime I get to the dark brown, then I know that the row over that is going to be decreases. And it ended up just looking amazing. So anyway, here is what I'm doing. And by the way, this is yarn that I have reclaimed. I'm already on my second cake of the 4 that I had of this particular color combination. This is 2 different cotton sweaters that I reclaimed. Hi, Mercury. He wants to be in on this too. I unraveled them and put them together into a cake. It's 100% cotton. I have the tags for this somewhere. I can't remember what the brands were, but they were 100% cotton. And then the darker brown is the same thing. This lighter brown may in fact be one of the other one from this cake that was left over, and then this darker brown was from yet another reclaimed yarn reclaimed from an old cotton sweater that I thrifted. And I can do a video on that showing you my process if you would like. Please let me know in the comments if you would like to see my process, because I mean, just it's the squishiest, softest yarn that you have ever seen and ever felt. It makes beautiful blankets and garments and whatever. It's amazing. It is not peaches and concrete by any means. It's a bit fiddly to work with because it is all individual strands, but it is worth it. So anyway, getting into the spiked granny. So I'm right at a corner. I got to do 1 spike. Basically, you're going to be spiking every granny stitch except for the points. And to do that, you do 1 double crochet as normal. And then the third one, yes, Mercury, I know you want to play too. The third one, you are going to go into the middle granny stitch from the row, well, it's from 2 rows below, really, because it is, you had this row, so you go into the middle one and yarn over. You're going to want to pull up nice, keep it loose, because this will tighten up the blanket quite a bit, so you're going to want to give yourself some nice room, nice loose stitches. See if I can fix there we go. And then finish your double crochet like that. And this is a size H hook from Hobby Lobby. They're one of their brands of whatever. And then for your third one, And this will be a bit tricky, but you got to try and get into that space so you can make the hole bigger with your finger, or basically just try and point your hook outwards so this doesn't catch on anything, and then just try and stick it as close to this middle double crochet as possible. Yes, I know, baby, I know. And then finish as normal. So that is how you do the spike. I'm gonna go ahead and do this corner, if I can do it without the cat. Come on, Mercury, scooch, 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 come on, go, go, go. I guess he wants to be a part of it too. Anyway, so you do 1, 2, 3. Oh yes, and I am not doing the, and there's my knot from my join. Well, that'll get hidden in there and it'll be okay. 1, 2. I'm not doing the chain in between either. And I'm doing something a little bit different on that very last or very first point to make the going from one row to another a little bit easier without having to do all those slip stitches. And I can also show you how I am carrying the colors, because if you see, it's a different color each row, but I don't have a bunch of loose ends. I'm just carrying the color with me between you know, between each row. So I only have an end at the beginning and the end. All right, so for your next cluster, so you got your point with your 3, and I like how it makes a little like heart when you change the colors between rows. It really gives it a really cool look. Like, it's not a traditional sort of stripes row. It kind of makes the colors go a little bit vertical. Anyway, all right, so go right here into this middle double crochet from the granny cluster beneath, which is 2 rows down. Make it nice and loose, pull it through, and if you catch a few threads, that's okay, because you're not going to be able to tell. It's all nice and squishy. Once again, sort of feel your way in there gently. Remember, you can stick your finger in there just a little bit so you can see, and pull it through. You can always check the back too to make sure you didn't accidentally split this or go into somewhere else, because I've had that happen too. It's not the end of the world. It's just, you know, you can tell when you're looking at it close up. But yeah, anyway, so I'm just gonna keep on doing that. Once again, right in there and right in there. I'm just gonna quickly, oh, I'm splitting a little bit too. Don't do that. Going a little bit fast. You have to be slow with this yarn, because it is by definition very splitty. I want to get a plying machine, a little spinner, you know, not to spin yarn or to spin wool, or, you know, that's a lot. It would be cool to learn one day, but that would be a whole lot more materials I have to get. I just want it to be able to ply some of this together so I could do these cool color combinations from the sweaters, and you know, have them plied together in actual workable yarn. Because you know, I don't mind working with it because I like the idea of it being upcycled and repurposed and reclaimed and all that good stuff. But it is you know, it is very fiddly. And you want to get a hook, definitely want to get a hook that's a bit blunted at the end, like this one, or like a boy hook, because that will keep it from splitting as much as with some of those pointier heads. So I switched to this hook for this yarn because it is a bit rounder and you don't split quite so much. Okay, so I think we are, yes, at the point where we need to skip over to make our decrease. So we're gonna go into there and into there and do that. And this is what I really love about this particular color combination and spiking it, because I don't like big gaps in my blankets. I don't like it catching on things. So you see all this room here. When you go do your next row, you're gonna grab both of these when you spike it and pull it up, and see that will make the little angel wings, bat wings, whatever. So you'll just grab both of those and just make your double crochet nice and loose. So it's about the same level as the other double crochet that you're doing. So, and there we go. Nope, caught a hair, or a fiber, or a thread, whatever. And there we go. Boom, 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 boom. It's a little bit weird because I'm looking at this through my phone screen so that I can see what I'm doing and making sure that it's in focus. So I'm like, I'm not actually watching what I'm doing. I'm watching the screen of what I'm doing in real time. But it's nice. It's magnified. I kind of like it. Get that right in there. You see, spiked. Boom, 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 boom. Try and get all the way to... Okay, so I still have one more side to go before the color change. And, I mean, there's quite a few tutorials on how to carry your colors with you as you go around. So what I will do after I finish this last cluster is to show you what I'm doing on the beginning end of the rows, just to make the transition a bit easier, because I don't like doing all the slip stitches. And as you can see right here, basically when you start the row, you and I do the stacked single crochets to make a double crochet, and I just sort of run the other color through it, so it's just sitting there waiting for me to use it next. And I just do the one cluster for the 1/2 of the point, and then when I come back around here, I'm going to do the other cluster and a chain 2, and then slip stitch it right to the top of that, and then you're just right here in the corner. And then you can either change your color or keep going with the other one and just thread this, because that's what I'll be doing, is I'll be threading this up through the lighter brown, you know, since it's you know, 2 rows of this in between one of these. But yeah, anyway, I'm super excited. This is really cool. I'm loving this pattern, this make along, and I hope that this was helpful for you. Please comment, like, share, subscribe, whatever. Let me know what you want to see from this channel as I'm sort of getting started. But yeah, that's about that. I will catch y'all later. Bye-bye.